and we're off. We're officially hitting the last pavement, hopefully, that we'll see for a few hours.
So we are turning left, our driver, onto our first trail of the day. Today should be fairly simple, low-key. I'm sure I could probably get myself into some trouble, but we're trying to not get into trouble today as far as like breaking stuff. So Mike has said that I have exceeded the fiscal year budget for Jeep parts repairs. So I guess I gotta wait a couple months for my fiscal year budget. I didn't even know I had a fiscal year budget, but apparently I do. So I asked him what that was, and he just said I exceeded it. So I asked him what next year's was, and he declined to answer that. So that'll be interesting to see what my budget is for next year. Anyway, so just be some nice, really colorful scenery today, which is awesome. Sometimes it doesn't have to be all about the rock crawling, and I mean, I'm not saying that's not fun, and that I love the challenge, and this would be boring if this is what we did all the time, every time. But sometimes it's nice just to hang out with some newbie drivers and teach them, you know, just like what hand signals to use when you're on the trails, and teach them how to air down and air up their vehicles, and how to put their vehicle into 4 low, because they have not had to experience that yet. We all had to start out at somewhere, right? Not all of us were born into a family of mechanics, or not all of us, you know, had Jeeps from, you know, early on ages. So that's all part of the Jeeping community, is to teach and to spread our knowledge and to support and have fun. So today we're just having some fun with some local Jeepers, and we shall see how pretty Michigan is in October. Actually, we're like in the middle of October. I can't believe we're already mid-October. It's crazy. You also see and understand why I got my Attitude 4x4 wrap on my vehicle, because this is where all the Michigan pinstriping comes from. Did you hear that? It was scraping against the wrap and not the paint. Oh, that was paint. We gotta get them to make the wrap for the upper part of the Jeep too. Hopefully they're working on that.
Stop me on top of the hill. major little mud puddle. Oh, and I miss Lisa going through it. It looks like we got stopped for a second. I would have to say thank you. These guys are doing an awesome job. We're having to relay messages because not everybody's radios are working together. And yeah, you can't hear it right now, but they're doing a lot of helping out. I would really appreciate it.
We're at about a 12-degree pitch. Not terrible, but fun. I remember though when I first started driving, a 12-degree pitch just was terrifying. So.
I love it how a camera makes it look like it's just completely flat ground. Hooked up, put it back up in here for a minute. Do a little bit of windshield driving. On a 17-degree climb. If we saw that a deer just ran through our group, and oh, it's a dog. Thought it was a deer, but it was a dog, or somebody's dog. Maybe their dog got out. I saw that. I was like, oh no, someone's dog. We just had a little bit of an incident. Milo, the dog, he got out a window as we're going along the trail. My wife, Lisa, she said she's seen a deer go across. The next thing she knows, she's seen The Jeep's up two in front of her. Milo come flying out and he bolted off. We've been running through, I'm out of breath. Been running around through the woods trying to track and see where the heck it was. And Lisa's going off a different direction. And she said, I know I seen him. And she just got on the radio and said it to me just now. I told you I seen him going in a different direction and went back the other way. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna follow her. Like, we have dogs too, and they like to hunt stuff, you know, and we usually try to keep them somewhat contained. He's just a young pup, but he did an awesome job. As soon as he heard and seen where people were at, he came back to us. I picked him up and carried him back until they could get him actually on a collar, because we didn't bring our dogs, so we don't have a collar. Whew, that was an exercise for the day. Now, hopefully, a little less excitement, just as much fun, because that was fun. It was just exciting and kind of concerning, because, I mean, dude, I don't care what anybody says. Dogs are part of your family, and you love them just as much as your kids. At least I think I do. And nobody wants to lose them.
Okay, well, we have Milo back and secured in his Jeep. That little stinker wanted to go for a little run. Apparently he found a water hole, went swimming, and then was tracking some little chipmunks. He is a hound. We have houndies. He can't help it. Poor little Milo. But he was a good boy. He did come back when he was called, even though it took him a minute. But we are back. Did have to throw it in for hi there. Oh my god, suck it is wet. Muddy, yucky.
You take a good look at that stage, all decked out Halloween stuff, and got a pretty wrap from Attitude 4x4 on her. Boys, that look good.
Look, Skinny's falling over. Oh, this is gonna be fun. It never looks as steep as what it is on video and what it actually is. So
well, let's see what we're going to get into. They come over the radio, said that they need to put it to low range. Got to put her 4 low. It's going to get crazy. I'm pointing at the sky and Lisa's pointing downhill. Let's see what we come across here. Probably just going to be a sandy descent. Probably really pretty. Lisa just came over the radio, said it is a 20-degree pitch downhill. Well, whatever. I mean, I'm more at the aspect of it's just a beautiful descent.
never gets old. It just doesn't. It just never gets old.
Oh yeah, definitely a little bit of mud. Know what's gonna happen here.